Something that's not discussed about Roblox too often is the future and what it holds. Obviously, Roblox is a playground where you can script your own games and build stuff in said games and make some pretty good games. I mean, look at Frontlines, look at Zombie Stories, look at a lot of games. They have incredible engines and frameworks for them, and it's pretty impressive what you can do. I would just like to mention first the future of Roblox. Number 1. So, update-wise, I have a feeling Roblox may end up optimizing considering, well, you know, phones. Phones is a pretty weird issue because I feel like although they're getting more powerful, certain devices like the Switch 1, 2, and Steam Deck will probably stick at their lower power compared to the future. So what I'm supposing is that they may end up optimizing it for these devices as well as optimizing it for the phone and some other stuff, especially consoles, just so you can still enjoy them just as well. This seems pretty viable for every platform too, considering it just makes it run better. Number 2. What will happen to the game itself, though? Obviously optimization is for the game itself, but what will happen to UI? What will happen to the engine? I feel like the engine will probably stay the same. I know they're corporate, but I don't think they can really make much money off the engine, so it'll probably stay pretty similar. Unless they make some optimizations, like I said. However, I feel like the UI is going to change a lot. I mean, compare 2017 when I joined to 2020 to 2025. There is actually being differences. And that kind of sucks because I actually liked the 2017 UI, but I especially loved the 2020 UI. It actually looked good and it kind of fit. Yeah, hell, even like the 2022 to 2024, whatever it was, UI was really, I actually like that the most. Because it's just so easy to find stuff. But I have a feeling since they've changed the UI so much, they're probably just going to make it really terrible. Because they're a really corporate company now. Unbelievably. Number 3. Copyright. Roblox has had this problem since its inception. You've got stuff like McDonald's, SpongeBob, Starbucks, you know, a bunch of stuff. You can get copyrighted for pretty much anything. If I included a copyrighted song and people found out, or if YouTube didn't like me at the time, I'll get copyrighted. Roblox also has this problem considering it's a gigantic company. Now, they had this crackdown on audio back when Tommy Tallarico said, we want money, we want so much money, at least like 150 million for you to use the sound of our game, which I didn't even make. So they were like, no. And they decided to purge every single audio on Roblox. For what, you may be asking? I don't know. I know they didn't want to pay money because it was actually really expensive as far as I'm concerned, but they decided to change the audio to generic music. Now, of course, you've got stuff like Relaxing, Life in an Elevator, you've still got Raining Tacos, Paradise Falls is also a great song, you've got quite a lot of classic songs here too, but there used to be so much copyrighted songs on here, and some of them were actually good, because it would never be swearing, it would just be normal sounds that you hear in, like, the radio. And it would be very cool if Roblox ended up buying the licenses to some of these songs for you to play them on Roblox, however, that's only really been done with Lil Nas X. Back on like music events and nothing else, which does suck. But who's surprised? Roblox doesn't want to pay money. Either way, yeah, this is pretty funny. Number 4. What will happen to people making games? Of course, there's barely any AI games on Roblox. I've not found a single one. But there's a genuine thought about this. AI becoming more advanced has got me actually worried that people will not be creating their own games. Which is really bad. Unbelievably, really, really bad, because it means games will lose their soul, creativity. Because it's made by AI who just takes other stuff. They're just taking ideas from other games and merging them into one, except most of the time it just ends up being the same game as another game. And it ends up really sucking because the game is just boring then. It just feels like I've played it already. So it kind of becomes this question of, is humans still going to make games for Roblox? Is AI going to make them? Is it going to be a mix? Is it going to be nothing? Is Roblox just going to be controlled by AI? And this is genuinely concerning because I don't want AI taking over. I've been on this platform for ages. And there's other people I know who have been on that platform since 2016, 2013, 2011. And it's pretty concerning seeing little children making really fun games just go to AI making slop that no one will play. And the reason it's so worrying is because we don't want this. Nobody wants this. Genuinely, nobody wants Roblox to just be filled with AI. The game will die off, the AI will stop making games, then it will literally just be nothing. Unless people come back, and then AI also takes back, and then it just keeps happening, and the game is practically dead. Which sucks. Because it obviously does. There's also a significant problem named AI making thumbnails too. This is already quite prevalent, but it isn't people making games with AI or using AI. It's kind of just using it for thumbnails. But yeah, it's pretty concerning. Now, the thing that I'm not concerned about at all, quite funny enough, is children making games, because this is always going to be something on Roblox. Obviously, that's literally how it started. Roblox.com used to be quite silly, and it still is. It's still made by kids, but there's more adults. Yeah. So, what's the moral of the video? I have no fucking idea.